Namaskara. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. When we hear this Sanskrit shloka, we think of all the gurus in our life who have been part of our journey, and they actually are in different schools, educational institutes, and many other places where their entire life is dedicated to teaching to the children and making them better than what they are. Today, SumanTV network and SumanTV Kannada, which is in Karnataka, has the opportunity to visit one great place and also interview and also talk and have a walkthrough of a beautiful facility which talks about the education system in such a way that it should inspire many of the parents who are across India, or those who are wishing to settle in Bangalore, to come and be part of this wonderful education. I'm talking about Ambitus World School, which is part of the FEI group, FEI institutions, and I have Miss Naveena Edpuganti, who is the director of Ambitus World School, Bengaluru, and also the management executive of FEI. Madam Naveena Garu, welcome to the show.
Namaskara, sir.
What inspired the origin or the philosophy of Ambitus World School? I would like to know from you.
I think when we talk about the philosophy or the vision, it will go back to 2008 when we have first established our first school in Hyderabad, founded by my father, Mr. Narendra Prasad Edpuganti. So his vision was primarily only one point agenda. It was to provide world-class education to our children, to make them globally competent and then globally relevant. So taking that vision, so he has worked throughout all these years with having an experience of 35 plus years of experience in the education and administration of education. So we are here now into 2025 with Ambitus World School, Bengaluru, with 18 plus years of experience into education. So our main motive is to develop our children holistically with 360 degrees of all the skills that we that's the prime focus as of today, and then to make them globally competitive.
Wonderful. So you mentioned that your father 35 years ago had this vision of at that time, I think throughout India the boom was in real estate.
Correct.
But your father chose education instead of accumulating wealth. I think he took the path of sharing knowledge, gaining and sharing knowledge, which is a great thing to do. What inspired him? Did you ever ask him what inspired your dad to get into education?
Yes, definitely. I think the prime idea or the approach towards education for my father was completely different. Back 20 years back or 25 years back. So that time when we used to look at only academics as focus, he always thought that there should be a all-round development in academics, in co-curriculars. It should be an equal balance of, rather than just having the academic focus just into subject knowledge or anything as such. So he always believed that a child would be confident only when there are all the elements involved in nurturing him. So that involves not just academics, but also the sports or the co-curriculars or the extracurriculars. So keeping that in mind, so he thought he should come up with a institution, with a space where children has that area to grow well, with all the facilities provided and having a balance between those academics and non-academics.
That's wonderful. I think you are taking to the footsteps of your father.
Correct.
Which is commendable. And as I said, today's world, there are many business opportunities, but you have chosen this, which is very commendable, highly commendable, and we feel proud of that. When you mentioned an interesting point that the children should have holistic approach.
Correct.
In today's fast-paced world, the word holistic has different meanings.
Correct.
What's the speciality of your school?
So one of the great initiatives that we have taken is our school is affiliated, or it has got this accreditation from TED, the main TED for TED Club for our Ambitus Bangalore campus. So this is a great opportunity and a platform for our students, the global platform I would say, where they would have to come up with creative ideas, and then they will have to make their own script, and then that is such a great opportunity for their public speaking skills, oratory skills, and creative thinking skills. So when they're coming up with one topic, how creatively and how they have to communicate it to the world in a creative way is something what we are looking at. That is one of the opportunities that we are giving them on a global platform. Additional to that, our in-school activities are involved with Stream Lab. So Stream Lab is basically the science, technology, animation, and math lab, where our students get an opportunity to delve into the technology, something like, and they can have hands-on activities on animation or 3D printing or robotics, the very much required topics, and then which is required for the today's generation. Additional to that, how are we going to create this Cambridge qualities or the attributes that we are talking about: confidence, communication, creative thinking, and then reflective, all this. So we have something called butterfly field kits, the hands-on activities, which are already involved with the topics that are being done in the classroom with the teaching and learning concepts. So those hands-on activities provide them with clarity on how the typical topic, how we used to learn in our days on board with a chalk, they do it with their hands and then learn the concept with much more clarity.
Wonderful. I think one interesting point that we discussed earlier when we were sitting with you is the two streams that you have, CBSE and Cambridge.
Correct, sir.
There's always a misconception, right? So can you throw some light on what do the parents think when they talk about CBSE or Cambridge?
So one of the biggest misconception is they always think that Cambridge is for only someone who would want the career or who would want their career path and they want to settle abroad. But definitely it is not a curriculum for just students who are going to settle abroad, and CBSE is not a curriculum for who would want to stay here. I myself, I'm from CBSE background, but then I have done my education abroad, and then I have worked abroad, and then I am back here to my roots. So what we are looking here in any curriculum for that matter is the skill development, the foundations, or the best out of all the curriculums. So that is what we are doing here at Ambitus. From our early years, which is Cambridge earliest program from age 3, what we are looking is the best foundation that we can give them, and then the skill set that they have to develop in that early ages until grade 5. So the curriculum what we follow is integrated curriculum, which has the best attributes and then the skills that are required for this generation children. From grade 6 onwards, it is up to the child if he would want to choose Cambridge or if he would want to choose CBSE.
Wonderful. I think you rightly said that the holistic growth of the child is when every aspect of the education system, co-curricular, is integrated, and that's what you're showing in your Ambitus World School. Now, one very important point, when I keep reading about international schools, other countries, one of the things that I found is early stage, the children, whatever situation back home, sometimes come to the school tired, and they are not attentive, and they also feel like sleeping. In certain countries, especially Finland, if I may openly say that, if a child is in the class, in the early stages, maybe 6 year, 7 year old, he or she is allowed to sleep for some time without any rebuttal from the teachers. Do you follow anything like that where the children are made completely safe that whatever situation you are, at Ambitus, you are taken care? Not just from the education perspective, but also from your psychological thing that you have come here, you're tired for whatever reason. And that opportunity is given for them to really think that I'm safe here. When I come here, I'm very happy. They know me, the teachers know me, the school knows me. Do you have such kind of an option?
Absolutely, sir. I guess it is very important to take care of emotional well-being of the student also. These days, I think that is one of the very important aspect for us as educators or for teachers who are dealing with children within the classroom. So when I talk about how the day looks like for a typical 8 hours in a school, so nowadays we see that the attention span of the children has also come down. So they always have a combination of a recreational activity along with the academic activity. So there cannot be a point where their attention span is lost, and then they are not able to concentrate within the class, or they're tired because of the continuation classes. It's a combination. So they have an activity, and then they come back to the classes, have their academic session. And also great opportunity that they get within the classrooms is the teachers taking ice breaking activities, so that to get back that attention to back to the teacher, they have this great icebreaker activities as well. When it comes to early years, the very young age, the CY1, which is 3 years, they have their nap time post lunch, so that they get that kind of rest and then emotional complete rest that takes place.
So that is not optional, but is mandatory.
Yes, it is mandatory. For CUI1 students, it is mandatory that they have this nap time. So also because of their age, and then because of the attention time span that we see, so we have that mandatory for them.
But that can also come to the next age group of people if they are, for whatever reason they
So
are.
initially when we have started this, we have seen the age group 3 to 4 very much required, because of this nap time. But when it comes to CUI2, we see a lot of children not interested in doing having their nap time, but more interested towards activities. So our entire second session for the early years would be a lot of hands-on activities, a lot of activity-based learning, or they have their recreational games that goes outside the building, so that they're more active, and then they have that fun learning that goes in school.
Wonderful. I think adding on to that, I would like to ask another question leading to that. Now, you know that in many countries there are scholarships. The early stage education in India, be it CBSE, ICSE, or any other, is considered as traditionally more than other countries, because some of the countries they offer free education.
Right.
Yeah. So the parents, when they see the initial spend for the children in the school and high school and college, think that going out doing a major course
Right.
in their respective field might be very costly.
Correct.
So can you also provide in future,
Yes.
through your team, an opportunity for the parents to know that these are the countries in these respective fields, if they excel here,
Right.
they can get scholarships. So that will make the parents feel, okay, I'm spending now,
Right.
but these people are leading my child into a specific area of expertise where the skills are going to help.
Right.
But at that time, in another country, he can actually get scholarship.
Right. I absolutely, sir. I think I totally get your point, because it is also important that it is not going to break their bank,
Exactly.
giving the education to their children. Definitely. I think, for example, after 12th, recently I have explored in the 12th class, with whatever percentage they're going to get, that much percentage of scholarship they're going to receive with respect to the industry that they're looking for in Hong Kong. So similarly, there are universities out there in different countries where they are going to get 100% scholarship, or depending on their percentage that they're going to score in 12th grade. So I think that's an absolutely good idea, that we should provide them that source where it is going to help out the parents, so that the children can pursue their dream at budget, I would say.
I think by giving this information to the parents, they will actually encourage the kid or their child to take up. It might not be an engineering graduation, or it can not be a medical medical seat. But if you are a painter,
Right.
oh, you can work in Hungary, or you can go here and pursue your masters, where you get a good stipend and then you get a good job,
Yes.
and it's free. That's
Yes.
because those countries, some of the countries, as I told you,
Correct.
will offer. I think by having that as part of your prospectus when you talk to them, saying this is what we give, it might be a great
Absolutely.
eye opener to the entire parents who are coming here, saying that Ambitus is not just asking us to bring their child here because we are going to teach academics and life skills, but they're actually showing them a way that in your interest, in what you are interested, we can show you something which nobody else has been doing. That stands out as an USP.
Absolutely.
So that's what I want to tell.
Absolutely.
Now, again, coming back to one more important point. 10 years from now, the students who join here, what values do you think they should carry that Ambitus is going to help them and in their career path? It can be anything, but values that they carry.
Right.
You mentioned a very interesting point earlier. Culturally, we are very rich. India is very rich.
Right.
So there are so many people who are coming into India
Correct.
to learn about our culture.
Correct.
Whereas we
Yeah.
are actually going a little astray.
Correct.
So how do you integrate these two, the culture and the academics, and what values
Right.
do you think Ambitus World School children will carry or should carry from your perspective?
I think very importantly, with respect to values, I think they should have empathy, respect, and then caring and responsibility. I think these four are the very important skills that they should carry, which we are students of today's age are lacking. So before days, within the class, we used to see a lot of caring and then lot of care that used to take place within friends. But then we see that not happening now. Even with respect to teachers, the students giving respect to teachers. In our days when we were in schools, it was completely different. But right now we see, yes, definitely a friendly approach, but then I think respect also plays a very, very vital role. So how do we inculcate us in at Ambitus at every assembly? Theme assembly is something we called as. We take one of the values or one of the ethics that we want to teach our students, and then we create the entire assembly towards that topic. The students take up the topic, something with respect, something like a skit or something like a poem or anything like that. So, or the celebrations that we have, events and celebrations throughout the year with respect to Hindu or Christian or Muslim, doesn't matter which religion, but they should know what is the importance of the festival that we are celebrating. And why are we celebrating it? Why is it important for us to celebrate as Indians, as a diverse nation and a secular nation? Why is it important for all other cultures or religion for us to embrace it? Because especially in a place like Bangalore, we get to see a lot of people coming from throughout India. It's just not Kannadigas. We see a lot of people from um, from the Telugu states. We see from Kerala. We see from Tamil Nadu. We see from North. So, how should our students interact with this kind of diverse students? How should they embrace their culture? So that is what something we want to teach, and year throughout the year, that is what we look into it.
A lot of students, when they finish their graduation, generally want to pursue masters outside India.
Correct.
Many.
Right.
Some of them succeed, some of them do not.
Okay.
And there are some students who come to India, not just as exchange student, but want to have their entire career here.
Okay.
Because Indians are everywhere around the world.
Right.
Correct? Be it software engineers or doctors, you look at around the world in every country, there will be some Indians who are actually contributing. Now, do you think Ambitus in future will have one or can create an opportunity for the international students to come here, not to just learn and go, but to make their career in India as how Indians go to other countries?
Right.
Do you think in future you will be able to set up such kind of a thing when international students come? I'm here in India, I want to make my career, I want to be here, I want to live here because of the culture,
Correct.
because of the ecosystem that we are creating,
Correct.
and also what values Ambitus is teaching.
Correct.
Will you be able to do that, or do you have that as your vision?
Yeah, absolutely. That is a part of our vision, especially as a young generation into management. That is my one of the goal. So that is a part of my vision too. Back in Hyderabad, in our main branch, we have started with student exchange program. So where our students are going to a different country or mingling with other school students, staying with them, learning with them, doing activities along with them, and getting to know their culture along with the educational practices and the teaching learning approaches that they're having within the classrooms. So we expect the same to be, I expect it to get it to Bangalore as well in the coming few years, where we would want to do the student exchange program, where our students get that opportunity to understand the culture, understand the pedagogy that is going on in different countries, and at the same time, the students from other countries coming to our school, understanding the culture here, and then the approaches that we do here. That is something is in my to-do list for the next couple of years coming in.
So, Hyderabad then Vijayawada. My question would be, why Bangalore? Well, South India has got lot more areas. Why
Right.
Bangalore?
Why Bangalore? So we all know, sir, Bangalore is a hub and of industries and education and many other things. And then we see a lot of migration that happens across India coming into Bangalore, and we see all these multinational companies. We see all the educational institutions, all are here. So why not Ambitus was our question, with having a legacy of 18 plus years and having a leader with vision of 35 plus years, and the excellence that we have in the pedagogy and then the approaches of teaching and learning, with having our own research and development team into the curriculum, understanding the global needs and evolving needs, and we working on it round the clock under year on year to amend the changes that are most suitable to our children. So we thought, why not Bangalore? Why not we come in and then give the students of Bangalore what we are doing already, what we are practicing already, the best approaches that we are doing already.
If a parent is looking at various options which are available in terms of international schools in Bangalore, and they ask why Ambitus, what would your answer be to them?
I would say why Ambitus is the curriculum. I would say the curriculum that we are implementing it, and then the kind of centralized system that goes into making of the curriculum, and then the kind of changes that we do year on year to make it more suitable to this the generation needs is something, is our unique point. And also the approaches, and also the main point I would say here is the teachers. The teachers or the mentors play a very important role. So the kind of training that goes for our teachers is very, very important, and it goes round the year. So every year, throughout the year, our teachers have continuous professional development. So we have our in-house professional development academy, which we call as Futuristic Edu Skill Development Academy, where our in-house teachers get trained throughout the year whenever we have school breaks during winter break or summer break. So what are the latest approaches, what are the latest methodologies that they have to take into the classroom is what something they learn throughout the year. This vigorous and then rigorous training that is helping our teachers to stay more connected to this generation students, because we know the students are way fast and then way advanced compared to us. So to match with them, it is also important for our teachers to keep updating themselves, which is the need of the hour. So that updation, we do it within our schools, within our academy every year. So when we have the teachers who are having the kind of training every year, and the curriculum that is going into global advancements and changes every year, and the kind of pattern that we follow, having a academic balance of activities in hands-on activities and the extracurricular activities, I think we are focusing on the child to be well-rounded. Going back to my points, saying that they are developed holistically.
I think you did conclude that very well, because most of the time when I ask a question to some of the institutions or organizations, that is what is the USP or why, they say we have the best of facilities, the infrastructure. I think you hit on the point very well, that the continuous evolving and upgradation of the teachers
Correct.
to suit the current trends, and also making sure that the students are in line, or they are also in line with the thinking of the students,
Correct.
which will make the parents happy that my ward or my child is learning what is pertinent today,
Correct.
rather than go back. I think that's a wonderful. So it's a great message, and I think after listening to you talk about so passionately, one thing I would like to comment also is that I'm sure that you would have multiple opportunities. You said you worked abroad and
Yes.
came here, taking up education
Right.
and making children, thousands of children, and I would wish it will be lakhs in future, become better and successful in their life, is a very, very, very a big thing. Not many people can do that. So
Yes.
I definitely commend you on that.
Thank you so
Naveena
much.
ji.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm sure that Ambitus will do wonderfully well with the kind of approach that you have taken to make their lives better, not just academically, but in terms of the holistic approach, life skills and everything that they deserve and they desire.
Yes.
So both are being, it's both deserving and desiring, right?
Correct,
So you're touching upon this entire thing.
Yes, sir.
I think it's wonderful, and I'm sure people who watch this interview,
Yes.
they will not watch it as just another interview of a director of, they look at a visionary.
Correct.
And that vision is coming from a great personality, your father, who has laid the foundation. I'm sure that many people watching would say, I'd be very happy if my child also follows the vision of Naveena ji and Ambitus. With that, and thank you very much for your wonderful inputs, which will give the people of not only Bangalore. Bangalore is just a place, but many people who would want their ward to be in one of the best places for their all-round growth. Ambitus World School is providing that. I'm very happy. If there's any specific question or anything else as a message that you would want to give to the every viewer,
Right.
I'll be very happy to do that to conclude.
First of all, thank you so much for your kind words, sir. So hopefully and surely we'll be working on our vision and then on our, especially our baby steps into our Ambitus World School Bangalore campus. The only one point I would want to reiterate or focus on is when we are talking about the child as center, how much a teacher or the school is important. At the same time, the parent is also equally important, plays a very important role. So the child, the teacher or school, and then the parent always go in a triangular approach. So it is also important for our parents to give that space, time, and then the kind of attention to the children with respect to their, just not education, I would say, for their overall development, for their mental health, for their mental well-being. It is very important to spend some time with the child at home with respect to what is happening in school or what is happening around you, how are you feeling, or what is going on in your head. So I think the student should be able to, or the child should be able to share and then be open with the parents. That is when I think we have healthy children and then we have happy children. So with that note, I would just want to say that we all will work towards for brighter children and happy children.
Thank you. I think SumanTV would definitely be part of your journey. Not just now. This is not just a one-off meeting where we are talking to you.
Definitely.
We would like to see how we can partner with you, take your vision forward.
Sure.
Through all our efforts, I'm sure it will benefit not just some children, many children, and the education system as a whole.
Right.
And I think it will make India proud that we are, as we are doing now, we'll do much more.
Definitely.
In terms of sending out the best talented youngsters
Yes.
from India to
Yes.
conquer the world in
Correct,
future.
correct.
And I'm sure Ambitus is going to be
Yes, sir,
a
definitely.
big part in that.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir.
Pleasure. Viewers, I think today you have listened to a visionary. As I mentioned, Naveena ji had an opportunity to work abroad. She was working, but took the onus that children are more important. Education, which her father has started, that vision and legacy has to move forward, and she has taken the bold step. Highly commendable. And from SumanTV Karnataka and SumanTV Network, we actually congratulate you, and we will say that we will be in support always. Namaskara, I am Pavan Kumar, representing SumanTV Kannada, signing off. We will continue the conversation with the school, other members of the school, including the principal. Namaskar. Thank you.